Greetings from the European Parliament here in Brussels, where we have again spent a few days meeting with officials, doing TV recordings, and just been trying to have an influence in this important city in Europe. What I wanted to convey today to all of you out there is not necessarily something to do with the European Union, but at the same time something to do very much with the European Union. It all has to do with Germany. What we have found out, something I've heard for quite some time already from Central and Eastern European countries that would have an inclination to move their embassy to Jerusalem. This is the natural thing for them to do. Is that they have received phone calls from Berlin, from the Angela Merkel, the Chancellor, basically saying that this cannot happen under any circumstances. This was revealed only last week in an article in Jerusalem Post, and this is why I feel that it's time also to go public about this. Spoken with many Germans these last few days here in Brussels. They are not aware of this, and all of them would be shocked that of all the countries in the European Union today that would want to block an embassy move to Jerusalem, not only for your own country but for other countries that have the conviction that this is the right thing to do. The only country to do so would be Germany. This is a big shock. This is something unprecedented. This is not the Germany we once knew. This is not even the Angela Merkel we once knew when she was elected. And all these years, it's been so constructive. She's been such a faithful friend of Israel. But I believe something happened just a few years ago. It has to do with the Iran nuclear deal, which has been pushed through and very much supported by Germany, the German government. It also had to do in 2015 how the German government did not block this marking of Israeli goods from disputed territories, which was anticipated, and how they instead voted to implement this very counterproductive measure. But then this year, and these phone calls, many of them took place in April, around the time when many nations were seriously considering moving their embassies. And again, of course, we know what has happened since in Germany, and we so much hope that Germany would again rise to become the friend of Israel in Europe. And there's so many reasons to be grateful and thankful for German contributions. For example, now with the Brexit, how Germany and Merkel was the one to pick up the tab and say we will pay an additional 10 billion. This is amazing. It's Germany which has built and rebuilt Europe after the Second World War and has been the guarantee that we are moving in the right direction. So we are not against Germany, but this is something of great concern for us who support the Jewish people, who support the State of Israel, and only wish the best for Europe. And we know that Europe will not succeed unless we build on the right foundation. And the right foundation is to stand on the side of the Jewish people, to stand on the side of the State of Israel, and to also recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Thank you.